Hello? By the way, whose idea was it to have a reception before the band? Hi, Catherine. I always wanted to do that. Look at Kimberly going, is he really drunk? Hey, Daniel, I'm going to introduce all of them. Joel, we've never met. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you in the flesh. As I do at most events, those of you who are in law enforcement who have served or are serving and can stand from our armed forces, would you please stand and get acknowledged? Those of you who have ever served in the military or law enforcement, if you could stand. Let's give it to them. Let's hear it. Thank you. Thank you. 9 years Navy for me. I retired 1 day actually, before my unit got called up for Desert Storm in 1991. All my guys, we were public affairs officers, so we didn't see a lot of combat. But we were assigned to General Schwarzkopf. And all my buddies came back with 15 ribbons from that. And I went, damn, one more day. So we just flew in from Los Angeles yesterday, Tom and I. Tommy, producer Tom, stand up too, Tom. Get acknowledged. Thank you for everything you do, my friend. Just does a wonderful job. So Tommy and I flew in from LA yesterday. It's a really easy flight. Great flight. Great flight. And we landed in San Francisco. And the plan was to have a limo driver bring us here to San Rafael, right? I've always called it San Rafael. People hit me. San Rafael. So we get off the plane and we're waiting down by the baggage claim. You know, normally they're there with a little sign, right? Noory, Danheiser. All I saw was a Peterson. And so we waited and waited and waited. And there was no driver. Now we have no idea where we're going at all. Other than we had a meeting here that we had to get to. And so I say, Tom, what are we gonna do? He's making frantic phone calls to people. Nobody's picking up because they're all tied up doing pre-event things. So Tommy, my very creative producer, says, George, let's take a bus. George, let's take a bus. All right, what choice do we have? So we see a bus that says San Rafael on the top. And he says, that's got to be the bus. So in we go. We sit in the front. Bus is packed. Off we go. During the course of this 35, 40-minute bus ride, we realize that we are on a senior citizens bus, going on a tour. And while we're sitting there, this little 90-year-old lady, God love her, gets up while the bus is moving along and walks up to the front where the bus driver is and hands him a handful of peanuts. And he pops them, and she wanders back. This happens 4 times. She gets up, walks up, gives him peanuts, he eats them, she goes back. Tom and I are just looking at each other. I mean, the day is beginning to become a nightmare. Finally, the 5th time, she gets up to do it again, and even the bus driver gets a little curious about what's going on here. And he goes, lady, I gotta ask you, while he's driving. Oh, we're sitting right there in the front. don't you like peanuts? And she said, oh, we love peanuts. We don't have teeth. We just suck the chocolate off them. All right. She doesn't like the joke. Arrest that woman.